Hello, hello. We're going to talk about some Married to Medicine, episode 4, season 11, Flannels and Fake Apologies. Now, the girls done made it to Florida. It's going to be it's a dude ranch, Westgate River Ranch or whatever. A cool looking place. Very ranchy, but very cool looking. Like I would go. But they go out to eat, and I don't know where the first conversation just so happened to be talking about sex, okay? Like everybody's first time experiences. Like I don't know how that popped up, but everybody kind of went around the table was just talking about them things. But the only thing that really stood out to me was Dr. Jackie. I just wanted to ask, like, you and Curtis, that's like your only talking about you only since it's been married and all that stuff, like not before marriage, like only Curtis. I'm just asking. I mean, I don't want to be all in her business and stuff, but it will make sense as to why she stayed, because if that's like the only thing that why would I leave? You know what I'm saying? Kind of the same if you ever watch Bell Collector, Letitia and Glendale. That's the only dude that she ever known in her life. Even though he don't know, like, 54 whatever women, that's the only one. So that's why they never get divorced when it comes to that cheating crap. I don't know. So Phaedra was kind of, I guess, the introduction host here, where the people, I guess, the owners and all that kind of thing, was giving them away these purple bandanas. Now, the purple bandana was supposed to represent unity or whatever. So when they sit down to talk, Toya was like, Phaedra, you're talking about, healing, and we should move forward from the past. And Phaedra just is new here, so she don't really know everybody's beef like that. But she kind of want to help people move on, whatever, and move past things. And Toya was like, well, what about you? Because we don't really know you like that. And if you want to be talking about opening up and healing and moving forward, don't you think, dude, you should be one of the people to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't really know you like that. And you brought us here, right? So are you going to open up? And it was a valid question to me. Like everybody was looking around, being quiet, like they didn't want to know nothing or they didn't want to say nothing about it. And they was kind of shutting her down just a little bit, like, Toya, ooh, you kind of like leave her alone, this and this and that. And I'm like, especially Heavenly. And I'm like, well, maybe look, Heavenly liked to keep her stuff tight too. So maybe she was in agreement with what Phaedra doing here. But the rest of us know, we want to know what's going on, Phaedra. Yeah, so Phaedra's just like, well, she just don't want people all in her business, basically. Like, if you want to know what's going to get me upset, I guess you're just going to have to do that to find out, and we'll see. Because I don't, she not going to tell nobody, right? Because, here go Heavenly, oh, so she could use it against you and all this type stuff. And I remember Contessa kind of said something in the midst of this, and Heavenly was looking at her kind of like, like you talking up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, because we got some stuff going on. So, like I said, we gonna get to that because they feeling some type of way, but they don't want to say nothing about it just yet. It's like an elephant in the room. But who wanna speak up first is kind of what the game they playing here. I mean, Contessa, I think she, it's been some time for her, so she kind of just is just sitting back and just gonna wait for Heavenly to come to her. And Heavenly, I think, is just gonna sit back. I mean, are they doing the same thing? Well, look, we'll get to that later. I think I'm jumping the gun here. Hold on. Yeah, so back to the table, and we're, trying to talk to Phaedra and all this stuff, trying to figure out who, what we here for, this healing, who gonna open up, who gonna be real, who gonna be fake or whatever. And Contessa just notices, because it was like an awkward silence, kind of. And she was just saying in her confessional that, these ladies are just uncomfortable with uncomfortable situations. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have them conversations, obviously. And why Phaedra always gotta say the weirdest things? Like she the queen of the weird quotes. Cause in her confessional, she talking about she don't like no animal tongue licking her and all this stuff. But she prefer, like a man's tongue, cause she could kind of figure out where it's been versus animal and blah blah blah. But girl, confessional people, I don't want Phaedra's antics right now, especially the dumb ones. So this is where the girls get to go unpack a little bit and get ready for, dinner or whatnot. And the rooms are actually shaped as carriage wagons, like, from way back in the day. So I thought that was really cool. Most of them did like it, except for, what, Heavenly, Quad, Jackie, they're a little bit on the bougie side. Well, at least Quad and Jackie. Heavenly can, she just acting. But either way, Toya, Sweet Tea, that was cool with it, I would like it. I've been camping and all that stuff before, so it's no big deal to me. That was like top tier. It wasn't no tent. And the ladies gonna get ready to go to this saloon party, and that's kind of gonna be where our show is at today. Before we get there though, Heavenly and Jackie were kind of talking a little bit, and they were just kind of, mentioning Phaedra as well. Like maybe this would be the time for her to open up because we're away, we're on a trip, we're all the girls, and she would feel comfortable and trusting for us because we, look, according to her, being on that other show, she made some decisions that probably she shouldn't, or that she might not have made had she been around different people, right? So, the shade of it all. Okay, so the saloon party was like down the way at some little, like an actual saloon, so that was kind of cute. And they all walked in with their little outfits one by one, doing a little fashion show. Everybody was cute. I would say Contessa, I don't know what she's doing this season. Like I see she's trying to step it up, but it's stepping up in the wrong direction. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. But everybody else looked cute and everything. Quiet. Even though they was late, because we're gonna get to them in just a minute. All up in her booty, digging all up in her ass, all up in there trying to pull her pants down. Girl, them shorts with coochie cutter, boot, hoop. Daisy Dukes, girl. So, normally people wear boots to a saloon. Why did Jackie come up in there with some heels on? I said, girl, classy act, okay? Class act. But the first thing Toya brings up is, well, actually it was Simone. She was talking about something about accountability. Like, you guys gonna take accountability, LaToya. I'm gonna be your the coach or your partner for that, your accountability partner. Because when we was at Quad's event, you was over there talking about we was what she say, fake and boring. And Toya like, well, and then Simone backtracked a little bit because she's like, okay, I might not have said boring. I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but you definitely used the word fake. So Toya like, well, Heavenly fake, Jackie boring. Jackie was like, what, girl? I could say that you are a lack of substance. Like, you lack substance. And everybody was like, ooh, Jackie, now hold on. You went too far, just a little bit. So, of course, she apologized to Toya because Toya's like, really, Jackie? That's what you're going to do? So she's like, all right, I'm sorry. But where was you going with this conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of threw the shot at me first, girl. So what's up? And she was just saying, like, Simone be over there just smiling. Heavenly, you just don't know what she gonna do next. Like, Jackie just quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all all saw what was happening. Like, she didn't invite Sweet Tea. She popped up with this man that didn't nobody know nothing about. And ain't nobody, and look, and then you got beef with her. Like, Simone got beef with her. Heavenly got beef over here with Contessa and T. And you know what I'm saying? But nobody wanted to say nothing. So that's what Toya was trying to bring up. Like, all this is happening and I'm the only one that's noticing. Hello. So, whatever, right? Quad and Phaedra show up in this moment to kind of break up that conversation just a little bit. So it didn't really go too far, right? And this is where this apology conversation pops up. Oh wait, no, Quad and them show up till this apology conversation just happened. I just thought about that. Like, yeah. So, because Toya's like, so Sweet Tea, you gonna say something to Heavenly, like that how you felt for not I forgot whatever she said, but either way, like, ain't you gonna basically stand up for yourself and say something to her, right? And basically, Heavenly was like, well, ask her for an apology. Basically, that's what it was. Like, ain't you gonna ask her for an apology? So Sweet Tea was like, well, I mean, Heavenly, you know what I'm saying? We've been going through this, so you do owe me an apology, right? Because of the disrespect, and I don't think it was warranted. And so Heavenly was like, okay, well, I can apologize for some of the things that I said, you know what I'm saying? Because I do feel a little bit of remorse, because those things that I said was hurtful, right? So I can apologize for that. Sweet Tea was like, well, I'm not going to really accept that because, it don't seem sincere to me, right? So, of course, Dr. Jacqueline Waller, you ain't got to take it, you know what I'm saying? That's up to you, but I already apologized and I'm done. Like, how she be like, girl, well, I already tried it. If you don't want to take it, you don't want to listen, and that's on you. And, of course, Sweet Tea's like, well, girl, you the one over there. Look, stupid is and stupid does. So this, that tit for tat between her and Heavenly was just going in. And because Sweet Tea's like, and you just disrespectful, and I just, like, it's just not sincere, right? So this stupid is and stupid does. Oh, and this is so ghetto. Oh, well, you were no ghetto because you're trash. And it was like, what? And this was when, did Contessa say something? Contessa did say something. And Heavenly was like, girl, not right now. Like, look, me and Sweet Tea going at it, so I don't want to have to do you too. Look, not right now, because basically it's going to be kind of almost a team up if they both kind of went at her at this point, right? So, and I'm looking around, the cameraman was looking around, because there was actually people here all up in the thing, and they starting to look because it was getting loud just a little bit. So, of course, Heavenly like, well, I'm done, I ain't apologizing no more, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Quad over there digging in her ass, because of them damn shorts. Because at this point, we try to break up this argument with, let's go line dancing, right? So, Sweet Tea, this was her thing, right? I want to introduce y'all to something I do this, in Texas, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And of course, black people love a good line dance. We got a dance for any song that you got. And of course, we got our hustles and our slides and our, the WAP and all that stuff, right? And after all this little line dancing and everything, having fun, because we all loosened up now, Toya was like, well, Heavenly went over to Toya to say, oh, thank you, this was cool. And Toya was like, why don't you go say this to Sweet Tea? Because I don't know, was she saying that to Toya, or was she saying it to Contessa? No, Contessa Phaedra. Maybe she was over there with Phaedra, but either way, because I'm like, Toya didn't set this up. So she went over there to Sweet Tea and was like, okay, Sweet Tea, this was really fun. I enjoyed myself. And I'm glad, this was something that, yes. And they left it at that. Sweet Tea accepted it. Okay, cool, collective. And we moved on and we walked away. So we're all done. We're going to go back to the cabins. We're going to eat, you know what I'm saying? It's camping style. So it looked like they were delivered food in these brown bags. But either way, they're eating and everything. And Heavenly's like, dang, Toya's starting to be difficult. Because, like I said, Toya was just calling out everything because ain't nobody else going to say it. So I'm going to say it. What's popping? What's going on? Somebody say something. Don't y'all see it? And Toya like, nah, I'm just trying to keep it real because Ain't nobody saying shit. So her and Heavenly was kind of going back and forth just a little bit, picking on each other. It was cute because they can do that with each other without having no quarrels with it, unless they go below the belt. Because they can go below the belt, but they keeping it cute. So most of the ladies kind of dispersed at this point, and the only ones left around the fire were Contessa, Quad, Phaedra, and Heavenly. And Quad decided, well, hey guys, since we're here, how about I can get Contessa and Heavenly to talk, because I know that some things went between y'all, and I just want to see if maybe we could, just kind of talk it out, start a little conversation about it. And Heavenly kind of looked a little disinterested in it, like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't talk about that right now. And Contessa was like, well, I'll be ready to talk whenever Heavenly ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever she ready, I'm here. But Quad, while you over here trying to get us to talk, what about you and Simone? Like, don't be trying to get us to fix some shit when you got some shit to fix, which means you ain't, like, what kind of advice you gonna be trying to give me when you can't even go fix the own stuff that you got going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? And Quad peeped what she was throwing, you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't said, she said it. She ain't be mean about it. She just said it. And Quad was like, oh, okay. I get you. I see you. I was just trying. Look, I was just trying, to get y'all to talk a little bit. But if you ain't ready, then you ain't got to be ready, okay? But I see what you did there, girl. I see what you did. So Contessa exits this conversation, which leads Quad, Heavenly, and Phaedra. So Phaedra was like, so what's like, what y'all gonna do? What's up? And Phaedra was sitting there, because Phaedra don't really know nothing. So she like, well, I really don't know. So I can't really, give you no advice on what's going on. And here is where we can see the hurt. Like this was, what I'm saying? This is where we kind of got real quick. Like it got quick. It got real for just a quick second right now, because we can see it on Heavenly face. Like, Contessa was my friend. Like, I used to talk to this girl every day. Like, we was opening up. Like, I know about her life. She know about my life. Like, we was cool. Like, and this is what happened. Like, she don't want to go through the emotions of having that conversation with that girl, because it's deep. Like, this is some, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is some real shit. Like, it got real. Like, girl, we was cool, and something is broken, and I don't know how to fix it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, woo, okay, Heavenly. Because, at first, I know the beef was a beef, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that it was actually, like, real close to their hearts like that. Like, I just thought it was like, oh, you talked about me. Like, right, I'm supposed to be your friend. I'm confiding in you and stuff, and then you go on the internet and tell the whole world the business that I told you not to tell. So I get that part, right? But I just didn't understand. Like, I didn't know it was that like the closest of their friendship was that deep. So that's why it's really hurtful for both of them. So I was like, okay. So that's why I can't wait till next week, because square up, ho. Toya scared of the raccoon, which is understandable, because, girl, I would have ran too. Now, Simone was talking to Toya. Oh, no. Simone was talking to Tisha. Tisha is Sweet Tea. All right. Y'all already know that, right? And this was maybe like the next day or something. This was like the next day. And she was just trying to tell Sweet Tea, look, Heavenly, if you will stop giving her the ammo, she wouldn't blow you up. Like, she ain't saying them words, y'all, but I'm translating, right? Because the more you go at her, the harder she's going to come at you. Like, you go low, she's going to hell. You go high, she's going to heaven. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't push her, because she gonna push back times 10. So it will be best for you to ease up the reins just a little bit on your approach with her. Lose that attitude and come at her like a grown woman, basically, because obviously she be trying to treat you like a little girl. So step to her like a woman and put your foot down. Don't let her keep picking at you, because that's what she gonna keep doing. And Sweet Tea was just trying to, she was taking it in, but it's like, is she gonna execute? Look, is she gonna actually execute the exercise? Nope. So the conversation that Heavenly and Jackie had about Contessa was, what do I do with Contessa? Like, I don't know where to go from here. Or basically, how do I approach it, and where do we go? And Jackie was just trying to give her a little advice, like, well, just try to think of, like, what do you miss about her? Like, when me and Simone had our things, I had to sit and really think, like, what was it about her that was my friend? What do I miss being around? What do I, our little lunches that we would have, like the small things or something she, like that. Like, so what is it that Contessa has? Like, is it worth keeping, that you can go and mend this with her, And with this, I was kind of a bit confused, because I'm not their friend. I'm not in the business, so I'm not sure. Because for you to be okay, so she says she felt that the relationship was one-sided, and I was confused, because I'm saying that she's saying it was one-sided on her side, to where she was giving all her support and all her attention and all her love to Contessa, and Contessa was not giving it back to her in return the same way or equal parts, or the other way around. Because I thought, like, I think like we all were thinking, this was like a equal friendship type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all are doctors, literally, your husbands and wife and doctors, versus the other parts of, some of the other cast. So you guys say, all right, you got the most relatable, you know what I'm saying? So it was, yeah, one-sided. Okay, so if she's feeling that way, okay. But for her to be so hurt about it, I mean, I'm not sure how I really feel about it. Like, honestly, once she got to this point, versus when she was just talking to Phaedra and them at the fire. Like, I feel like this one is more of a, right, like what she's trying to figure out, like, what am I actually doing, and what are we going from here? Because this one-sided thing, I say, just kind of confused me just a little tad. Because I thought y'all both was there for each other, but maybe not. I guess she was there more for her and Scott when they was going through their things and things like that. But the acknowledgement, I think, is what Contessa really needs, in terms of Heavenly putting the things out on her internet and saying things like that on her YouTube. Like, I think if Heavenly can come to that conclusion, then their friendship can move on, honestly. But I'm not sure if Heavenly is there yet in her thinking. Like, she might still be on the part of, but what did I do wrong? Yeah, I'm like, especially right, because y'all both was there for everything with each other. You was there right through Contessa's and Scott's relationship problems, and then she was there for you when your mother passed. I don't know. Okay, so we end the episode on, just some fun stuff, actually. It didn't really end too bad here. We went some horseback riding, and the girls started talking about their first jobs, just some random stuff. Somebody used to work at Captain D's, somebody worked at A&W, somebody worked at Baskin Robbins. Okay, cool. T actually stepped back for this little conversation. I think they were eating ice cream or something. Who knows? Because she had a little cramps. Understandable. It happens. You got to sit, take a little Midol, put a little heating pad on, give me about an hour, and I'll be back. Take a little nap. Toya was like, yo, my photo shoot, y'all. That's what I'm doing on our next event. And I'm going to do it. It's Beyonce style because remember Cowboy Carter was out, which is kind of the thing for y'all being there in the first place. So I need y'all to come with it. Come cute. Bring your best. Clean, mean, ready to go. Okay? We need to be better than Beyonce. Okay? And she's running around going to each girl's cabin trying to say, "Ooh, girl, that's cute, that's not cute, nope, put that back, turn that around, what color is this? Oh no, you need to switch the color on that one. The boots is wrong, nope, hat not to scoop scoop." Ooh, Simone, ooh, Simone, girl, you got it. You probably the only one that got it, so you keep that on. All right, y'all ready? All right, so we're gonna get to the photo shoot on the next episode, and we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Married to Medicine, season 11, y'all. Peace.